Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the different types of companies one can work at as an actuarial analyst. I've put them into 6 different groups and I'll go through them one by one. This is certainly not an exclusive list, but it should cover majority of the cases. And since I work in Canada, the examples I give out will mostly be the players in the Canadian market. First, let's take a look at primary insurance company, which is the most common one. Insurance companies provide financial compensation when customers suffer specific losses that are listed in the insurance policy, and in return, they will get premium payment. Their client could be individuals like me and you, and those are considered personal business. Their client could also be companies, and those are commercial. A standard commercial property policy will provide coverage to the client's building, content, and business interruption. In these days, companies also need to purchase cyber insurance. Here are some examples. So first, we have 2 life insurers, and then there are 2 property and casualty insurers. Then we have RBC and TD. So they're banks, but they also have their own insurance businesses. Next, we have Bcb and Wsib. So they are workers' compensation boards. So one for Ontario and one for Alberta. So they were created by government to administer the Workers' Compensation Act for the province workers and employers. So they provide disability and liability coverages to the workers for work-related injury and illness. They compensate workers for lost income and coordinate the health care and other services. They help workers recover and eventually get back to the workplace. The programs were funded by employer premiums. Last one on the list is Icbc. So this is a provincial crown corporation in British Columbia. By law, any vehicle registered in British Columbia must be covered by Icbc's basic insurance package. So that includes all the mandatory coverages. And only additional coverages like collision and comp can be purchased through other private insurers. Icbc is pretty much a monopoly in the auto insurance market in BC. Moving on to Reinsurer. They basically provide insurance to primary insurance companies and help them manage their risk. And reinsurance is usually purchased through a broker. Swiss Re and Munich Re are the largest reinsurers in the world in terms of written premium. As I just mentioned, reinsurance is usually purchased through a broker. There are some brokerage companies act as a middleman between the reinsurance company and the primary company. Brokers help make the deal happen, and in return, they will receive commission. Although I don't have any experience working with a broker, I did get a chance to work in a reinsurance company. I know all the data reinsurers use for pricing or other purposes. Here I mean the data on each primary company's seeded business. So those data was actually provided by the broker. Broker would collect the data first from the primary companies and then put them into a certain format, usually a database structure, and then send it over to the reinsurers. It's pretty sad for the reinsurance companies as they don't have much control over their input. The data quality is usually not great. Next, we have retrocession. This group of companies can be blended with the first 2 categories, as companies have retro businesses usually have insurance or reinsurance businesses. I don't have any exposure in this field. I just know the market here is very limited. Consulting firms. Like any other industries, they provide professional advice and perform certain tasks for other insurance companies. For example, a lot of the companies these days have outsourced their IFRS 17 project to consulting firms. Consulting firms also do auditing. some of the audit work is performed by finance and some is performed by the actuarial department. Lastly, we've got others. So just any other companies. I would like to give some details on 3 companies. First, we've got FA. FA stands for Facility Association. So it is a non-profit organization in Canada. Their goal is to ensure that the automobile insurance is available for every single licensed driver. It comes in handy if you are a high-risk driver and you couldn't find an insurance company that want to insure you. But FA does not operate in the provinces with provincial public automobile insurance, like British Columbia. Next, we have the Financial Services Regulatory Authority of Ontario. So this is a self-funding Crown agency that acts as the financial regulator for Ontario. It is created to improve customer and pension plan beneficiary protections. Last, we have Ggy Access. So this is a software company based in Toronto. All the life insurers in Canada use their software on a daily basis. They mostly hire developers, but if you are an actuary with strong technical background, then you can get in as well. Because at the end of the day, they're building a modeling system for actuaries. So that's all I've got for today. Thank you for listening and talk to you guys soon.